Hello, my name is Kennedy Shenberg. I am the designer of the wood tarot cards, and we've had a couple questions, and so I would like to talk about the cards so there's a little bit more of an understanding. I'm going to grab a few cards here. Alright, so here they are. They are solid wood. Now, one of the questions is why wooden tarot cards and not paper? I was thinking about why we have paper cards, and one of the things that is a history of tarot goes actually beyond the paper cards that we have printed, the typical decks. Back many years ago, hundreds of years ago, there was a version of tarot where it used stones and bones and pieces of wood, and that was to more connect people or the readers to the universe using natural objects. So I thought that's important, that we want to connect with the universe as much as possible. And so I decided wood would be a good medium to have the tarot cards on. Now, we all have decks. Many of us have a couple different decks. But generally speaking, if someone comes to us to have a reading, they will just see the same decks among all the different tarot readers. So they're not really certain what would draw them one way or another. The tarot cards, it's the exact same cards, no matter what. It has the same images, same paper, same everything. Different readers. Now the readers are what really makes the reading happen. The cards are just sort of like the gateway or the key to the universe that the reader is experiencing. What's a better way for a tarot reader to connect with their deck, with their key? And I realized the wood. Now these are the cards. These are examples of the cards. As you can see, every card will have the exact same image. So why is it different? I'm going to tell you why. Because every single deck has the exact same image. However, you will see, I'm going to try to get this close. Do you see that? All the wood has different grain patterns. So you may have a deck, and every other reader may have the same deck with the same image, but every grain pattern on every single card is different. So that makes every card of every deck unique. The reader has a unique deck only unto themselves. It won't be shared with anyone else. It won't be the same. Every single one different. That gives you more connection, because then it's unique for you. We're shipping them in the state called nude. And what that means is that we are not going to stain them. We're not going to create a chemical barrier between the cards and the reader. If you want to stain them using a chemical barrier, that's your choice. What we want to do is give you the option to further individualize your deck. You can stain them, or you can even use watercolors. And then you could really individualize your decks so however you want. Not only will each deck be different from the wood grain pattern, but then if you colorize them, you will be having a completely different deck from anyone else. Wood tarot cards are mandala based. They're all drawn by me. They're not stolen from anyone else. They're not taken from another deck and burned onto wood. They are all unique, created by me. Additionally, not only are they mandala based, but they're actually burned into the wood. This isn't painted on. This is wood burned. So you're not going to erase it by using it. Now, these are solid wood. These are not flimsy. I am very strong. I'm not a weak guy. And they aren't bending. See? They are not bending. People can handle them. When you hold them, you feel the energy inside of them. It's just amazing to feel these, to pick these up. Not a single person that I've ever shown them to has ever said, oh, they've been like, wow. You could just feel it. They're charged. It's honestly an amazing thing. When I started drawing them, I wasn't sure if this was going to be even worthwhile my time, because it's a lot of work to draw all these pictures and then put them onto wood. It's not like something you do overnight. I wish, but you can't. And when they were laser burned onto the cards and they were handed to me for the first time, the hair on my back, I don't have any on the head, stood up. because I could feel the energy. Thomas, who did this, he stood there and he was equally awed. It is truly amazing sometimes what the universe guides us to create. So the cards, they are about 1/8 of an inch thick, give or take a hair. They are strong. They're not going to fall apart. They're not going to break. And we're also working on a box that will allow you to shuffle and deal the cards directly from that, as opposed to trying to do that poker shuffle. I'm just here to let you know that you have an option to make or to possess a tarot deck that's unique only to you. No two decks, no two cards are the same. And that's the most important aspect of this whole thing. So, if you have any other questions, feel free to email us at woodtarot@gmail.com. There's going to be some more videos that are going to explain the mandala process of how I came about the mandalas. As you see behind me, there are lots of cards that have been done. The 2019, we will be shipping full decks out to people. People that want to place pre-orders, feel free to do so. Email us or message us through the Facebook, whatever you feel comfortable with. We don't release your information to anybody else. And again, the Wood Tarot, real wood, individualized, unique to the owners. No two cards, no two decks are the same. Thank you.